The Capital One Venture X, it's been a total fan favorite in the travel card world for a while now. People love it for its awesome perks and, honestly, a surprisingly low annual fee for what you get. But, and this is a big but, a recent major change has kind of thrown its top tier status into question. Okay, let's get right into it. The big news is that Capital One just gutted its super generous airport lounge guest policy. So, the crucial question we're tackling today is this. With that huge perk gone, does the Venture X still make any sense? Or is its reign as the top travel card finally over? So here's how we're going to break this all down. First, we'll do the simple math that shows how this card's annual fee is, well, basically negative. Then we'll get into all the perks that are just pure profit. After that, we got to talk about the big one. What exactly changed with the lounge access? Then I've got two, let's say, controversial predictions for the card's future. And finally, we'll give you our verdict for 2026. Okay, let's kick things off with the number one reason people absolutely love this card, the value proposition. See, the reason it's so popular is because when you do the math, it doesn't just pay for itself, it literally pays you to have it in your wallet. Let's run the numbers together. First thing you see is this sticker price, right? It's a $395 annual fee. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot, but just hang with me for a second, because that number is about to shrink a lot. Okay, so right off the bat, Capital One hands you a $300 annual travel credit. Yeah, you have to use it in their travel portal, but their portal is actually pretty good. It even has price matching, so it's not hard to use at all. Just like that, your out-of-pocket cost is down to only $95. And this is where it gets really good. Starting in your second year, they give you a 10,000-mile anniversary bonus. At a bare minimum, those miles are worth $100 to travel. But honestly, you can squeeze even more value out of them if you use their transfer partners. So boom, that's another $100 back. So let's do the final calculation. You start at $395. You subtract that easy-to-use $300 travel credit. Then you subtract that $100 anniversary bonus. What are you left with? The math is dead simple. Your effective annual fee is negative $5. And that's the line you hear everywhere, right? Capital One is basically paying you $5 a year to keep the Venture X. Because those two main credits completely wipe out the annual fee, every single other benefit the card gives you is just pure profit. It's not some complicated coupon book, it's just straight up easy value. All right, so with the fee out of the way, let's step into what I like to call the pure profit zone. What else do you get for that negative $5? Well, first off, the points you earn are incredible. You're getting 10x and 5x miles when you book travel through the portal, which is great. But the real superstar here, it's the 2x miles you earn on everything else. That makes the Venture X one of the absolute best catch-all cards out there for all your day-to-day spending. And it doesn't stop there. The benefits just keep piling on. You get a credit for global entry or TSA PreCheck, which is amazing. You get elite status with Hertz Rentals. You get fantastic primary rental car insurance. That alone can save you so much money. And you even get cell phone protection. All of these are seriously valuable perks that you're getting essentially for free. So let's recap. You've got this absolute powerhouse of a card that pays you to have it and then just rains down all these amazing perks on you. I mean, it sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, that brings us to the elephant in the room. The real reason we're all here talking about this today, the massive gutting of its airport lounge access. And when I say they changed it, I mean they really changed it. It's dramatic. Before, you, the main cardholder, could bring 2 guests in for free. And get this, you could add up to 4 authorized users for free, and each one of them could also bring 2 guests. It was an insane deal. But it also meant the lounges were always packed. So now, 0. Free guests. You have to pay $45 per person or, and this is wild, spend $75,000 a year on the card just to earn guest passes. It's a complete 180. So who really wins and who loses with this change? Well, to be honest, if you're a solo traveler, you're probably pretty happy. The lounges will almost certainly be less crowded. But the clear losers, it's the couples and families who traveled together and loved that free guest perk. Now you really have to sit down and do the math to see if paying those new fees even makes sense for how often you fly. A big change like this really gets you thinking about what's next. And I've got 2 predictions for the future of the Venture X, because I really don't think this is the last we're going to hear about changes to this card. Okay, prediction number 1, more changes are coming. Premium cards like this almost always get a big refresh every 4 to 5 years. And guess what? The Venture X is right in that sweet spot. And prediction number 2, A new competitor has shown up, and it's going to force Capital One to think very, very carefully about its next play.
And that brings us to this new rivalry, which is super interesting. The Built Palladium card is now a direct competitor. I mean, look at this. Both have that great 2x catch-all rate, and their annual fees are in the same ballpark. But here's the key difference. It's about their philosophy. The Venture X is all about simplicity. The credits are easy to understand and use. Built, on the other hand, is more complex. Its credits have more rules attached, but it gives you this unique and potentially way more valuable way to earn points, especially if you pay rent.
Okay, so after all of that, the amazing value, the painful cutback, and this shifting competition, let's bring it all home. What is the final verdict for 2026? Is this card still for you? I'd say the answer is a resounding yes. If you're a solo traveler, or if you just want a super powerful, easy-to-use catch-all card, the basic math is still solid. Those credits still wipe out the fee, and that 2x earning rate and all the other perks are just pure, uncomplicated value. But, and this is a big one, you really need to hit pause and reconsider if the main reason you got this card was to bring your family or your friends into airport lounges for free. That golden perk is gone. The value proposition just might not be there for you anymore, if that was the main attraction. And that leaves us with one last big question to think about. The Venture X built its empire on being simple and providing straightforward value. But now, as these new, more complex cards like the Built Palladium pop up, offering potentially higher rewards for people who are willing to jump through a few more hoops, what's going to win in the end? Will simplicity stay king, or will complex but valuable cards take over the game? The answer to that is probably going to shape the entire future of